The world was shaken in early November 2024 by the tragic passing of 22-year-old Grace Elizabeth Neans, affectionately known as Gracie, from Morpeth, England. A beloved daughter, sister, student, and friend, Grace's unexpected death left her family and community in mourning. But what followed was an extraordinary outpouring of love and remembrance that turned personal grief into a viral tribute, moving millions of hearts across the globe. Her story, captured poignantly by her sister Lucy, became a rallying cry for kindness, mental health awareness, and the enduring impact of one young woman's compassion. A bright soul silenced too soon. Gracie Nevens, just 22 years old, lived a life that shone brightly despite the silent storms she faced within. As a university student and dedicated athlete, she was admired not only for her accomplishments, but for the warmth and empathy she showed to everyone around her. Volunteering regularly for the mental health charity Mind, she was passionate about supporting those who struggled, even as she quietly endured her own battles. Known for her humor, loyalty, and generosity, Grace was the kind of person who would put others' needs before her own, often giving without question. On November 4, 2024, that brilliant light was extinguished in a way that devastated her family and stunned the many who knew her. Her passing was not only a personal tragedy for those closest to her, but became a moment of reflection and unity for strangers worldwide when her story was shared in a heartfelt TikTok post by her sister Lucy. In that emotional video, Lucy revealed the depth of their grief, having celebrated Grace's 22nd birthday just 6 months before attending her funeral. "I'll love you forever, Gracie," she wrote, a line that resonated like a quiet anthem of remembrance. A TikTok tribute that touched the world. The tribute Lucy created didn't remain confined to a circle of friends and relatives. It struck a deeply emotional chord across TikTok and beyond. The video, showing joyful clips of Grace in happier times, laughing, dancing, and embracing life, quickly went viral. Thousands of people began sharing their own stories of grief, mental health struggles, and messages of solidarity. Many lit candles in Grace's memory. Others pledged to honor her on their own birthdays. In one touching comment, a young woman wrote, "I'm Gracie, I'm 22. Next month, I'll celebrate for your Gracie too." The internet responded not with empty gestures, but with a genuine wave of compassion. People felt seen in their own pain, reminded to check on their friends, and compelled to spread Grace's legacy of kindness. One mother said she would light an extra birthday candle every year for her own daughter, also named Gracie. These small but powerful actions gave new meaning to Grace's life, showing that even in loss, her presence continued to inspire healing and unity. The 22 for Grace fundraiser, turning grief into action as the viral tribute gained momentum. Friends of Grace and members of the Leeds Athletic Society decided to channel their grief into something tangible. They launched the 22 for Grace campaign, a moving initiative that involved completing a 22-kilometer run in 22 hours, each kilometer symbolizing a year of Grace's life. Initially aiming to raise £200, the campaign exploded in popularity, ultimately surpassing £14,000 by the end of November. The proceeds were donated to Mind, the very organization Grace supported. Participants from all walks of life, many of whom had never met Grace, joined the effort, posting their runs on social media with the hashtag #22forGrace. The fundraiser became a living memorial, not only preserving Grace's memory, but also extending her lifelong mission of helping others with mental health struggles. It was a reflection of the compassion she so effortlessly gave and a reminder that even in death, her kindness could continue to change lives. Remembering Grace, the girl with chocolate button eyes behind the viral tributes and news stories, was a deeply personal portrait of a young woman whose charm and spirit left a lasting imprint. Grace adored the color pink and shared a special bond with her Chihuahua Maya. She had what her sister lovingly described as chocolate button eyes, and a presence that radiated warmth, sincerity, and humor. Whether she was offering someone her last penny or cheering up a friend on their darkest day, Grace had a way of making people feel seen and valued. Lucy described her sister as the most beautiful person, inside and out. That sentiment was echoed by friends and even strangers who came to know Grace through her story. What stood out most was her unwavering strength, not in being invincible, but in being real, vulnerable, and always kind. Grace lived authentically, even when the weight she carried was invisible to those around her. The enduring message of Grace's story, the tragic loss of Gracie Nevens, is a sobering reminder of the importance of mental health awareness and the unseen struggles so many endure. Her story is not only one of grief, but also of hope. Hope that by sharing, connecting, and showing up for one another, we can build a more compassionate world. Grace's life, though short, was filled with meaning. The ripples of her spirit continue to spread through every shared post, every kind word, every step taken in her memory. Her name is now etched into a movement. Her legacy is not defined by how she died, but by how she lived with joy, empathy, and a heart open to others. As her sister Lucy wrote, "You left the world a better place just by being in it." Rest in peace, Grace Elizabeth Neans. Your light still shines.